Ogbu had injury, just as Chima pointed out. They came in with bottled water. Nigerian medical team, super good medical team, they have not grown and they are not still growing.
The challenges we are having in Nigeria is administrative challenge. As I'm talking to you now, you can count the ambulances that we have in some hospitals. They might not be up to 5 or 10, but if they want to start campaign now to get the elected again, you see more than 100 buses.
How do you see the game that Nigeria played?
I expected a Richel to field in fringe players, not to come to the pitch to play 95% of your first team players. That is to say, if someone like Calvin Bassi was not injured and opted out of the game, Calvin Bassi would have started the game. Maduka Okoye, our one-time first choice goalkeeper, was called to the fold because Nwabali is clubless for now and all of that. So what I see in the team is fielding your first team players on the pitch of play in a supposed friendly match. It's not supposed to be like that, and I believe that's one of the areas Eric Chell is actually getting it wrong. Why are you inviting players that you don't field? If you see me invite the same players in a tournament, they will still be benched. Now this is a friendly game. There's nothing at stake. Why not play those players and allow those players, the guy from Fulham, the Iwobi, all of them, they are playing first team football in their team. Why not allow them rest and play fringe players and perhaps other subsequent matches you play them? I don't know why you keep playing. And you see, in that entire stadium, the multipurpose stadium, the pitch was empty. That is supposed to be a 29,000 capacity stadium, but the entire seat was empty, and the players were hearing themselves. So the balls, the balls that fans used to bring into the game, you understand? The camaraderie, the noise, and all other things that make fans make a football game more exciting was not in the pitch. Are you getting it? Because the fans did not turn up because they believe the game is not important. Why are they coming to watch the game? Are you getting it? So now the game that is not as important as that, especially on the Nigerian side, is supposed to play fringe players. Why are you playing the first team? So I'm quite very, very angry about that. And Chad is not supposed to just put in all our 95% squad into the pitch of play. What do you want to gain at the end of the day? Then why are you still inviting other players? At the end of the day, these guys will come for these friendly matches. They will still go back to their club and you're not feeding them. So I'm not really happy about what Eric Chell do, especially in that perspective.
Chima, Nigeria beating Iran by 2-1.
For over 28 years, this is the first time Iran will be scoring against Nigeria. You know, this is the first goal against Nigeria for 28 good years. So then, but I love the combination in the midfield. He says something, fielding the first team player. Yes, even though I might not agree with that, but Summer, this is your first team player. I feel like what Eliche is trying to do, one is trying to keep his record because he's believing that I don't want to lose a match. So every match I'm playing, whether friendly or international game, is very, very important for me. I'm based on FIFA ranking because currently now, I think Iran is ranked 20th in the world, Nigeria 26th in the world, and then in Asia, Iran is ranked first or so. Then why Nigeria is ranked third? So definitely it's not that easy like that because even Iran, in terms of FIFA ranking, is higher than Nigeria in terms of football currently now. So Nigeria fielding those kind of players, well, I expected them to field second team player, but I feel like they have another match on Tuesday. So probably these guys come. Eliche is trying to build his team, trying to see the cohesion between
build his team to play who?
To play who?
After building the team, come back and stay.
It does not matter. At least building team for future purpose. You understand now? So he's trying to gel the team every time. Trying to see that his first team players are getting to know themselves every time because that once this is not a club football. You understand? Club football most time week in week out people are playing, but then international game, any little chance you have to come and play international game. So he's trying to make sure the players are playing. But then if it comes to next game, if he does not feel the second team player, that is when I will have issue with him. But for now, there's nothing wrong with the players that played, Lukman, all of those, but they stayed too long. But I have to give kudos to Obu. He did very well before he was substituted because of injury then. But why would that entered? I've not really stabilized yes, for Transport. It did not really give me what I wanted. But then again, it's a friendly game. We shouldn't be expecting too much in friendly. Friendly games are games where you come to experiment one or two things, even though you are not playing to lose. But then again, it's not a bad one.
But the goal that Iran scored as a result of this guy's mistake, error, the goalkeeper.
No, bro, it wasn't a goalkeeper error.
I think it was.
He struck the bar. The ball came back, and the other guy give a short volley. He can beat any goalkeeper. You understand? Because I know a lot of Nigeria will want to go ahead to start fixing blames on.
No, I'm not fixing.
Not you. I say a lot of Nigerians. You understand? You asking. I didn't want you to land before I pick up the thing because I know a lot of people have been buzzing that Maduka Okoye. He's a classical keeper.
Yes,
that is not his fault. The ball hit.
But the way you were pointing at him is as if maybe you are telling directly.
I don't want him to go more for that. No.
Let him know to explain. Why are you hiding it?
We'll be seeing that.
Are you scared of his face?
Some fans have started taking a swipe. Maduka Okoye. No, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. You see, sometimes I said Nigerian fans most time are quick to criticize. Check it, look at it very, very well. And sometimes Chima was talking about not wanting to make mistake Eric Chell. I remember in the wake of 2002 World Cup, Oruma, one of the match, I forget was it Ireland we played, something like that. Oruma was feeding that match. Okocha did not play that match. Oruma showed that he has what it takes, but just that everybody has their own level of football. So Oruma cannot put JJ on the bench. But Oruma too is a classic player because all the clubs he has played, he has been playing first
in football.
From Sochaux, Lens, Olympic Marseille, when he went to Skoda Xanthi of Greece and all of that.
Football.
So he was fielded on that pitch against Ireland. I remember very well, 2002. And he showed that I am wishing Oruma. I'm not a fluke player. So this time around that you are playing friendly games, it's the time to test your French players. That is why most times some coaches, he made one or two mistakes in the Nations Cup in the AFCON in January. When your first team player, sometimes maybe one or two have injuries, start sweating out because you don't have trust on your French players. So this is the time you're supposed to put in your French players to see their capacity and to see their level at which they play. And another highlight again, Ogbu had injury, just as Chima pointed out. They came in with bottled water. Nigerian medical team, super good medical team, they have not grown and they are not still growing. Somebody will have concussion, hit his head with another player on the pitch before you come with bottled water. What are you doing with bottled water on the pitch?
Even in Turkey.
Even in Turkey, they went with bottled water. They don't have medical.
Which plane allow them carry bottled water from Nigeria to?
There's a lot of funny things happening.
I'm disappointed.
They went with bottled water. Somebody is on the ground touching it somewhere in part of the body. You are giving the professional player in Europe
to drink.
Nigeria matter.
The same thing Leon Balogun said in interview that made Leon Balogun is no longer in the Super Eagles now. So second now said the same thing. How can a player get injured? You come with bottled water. Player will have concussion. You come with bottled water. Player will break leg. You come with bottled water. So a player collapse now, you pour in water or you pour in water too.
You see that our team doctor, the team doctor is not qualified.
See, Mr. Kema, 1989, when most of us were very, very small, but there were people that would listen to our podcast. So they were senior people. Maybe they were in their 25 or 26. They knew that it was the fault of our medical team. It is 1989 is how many years? This thing is still lingering. And you got to look at Mark Vivian Foy that died. You understand? Something must not happen negatively before we wake up. You understand? Look at the medical team. Perhaps maybe
in the stadium.
In the stadium 1989, that was August now. August. Yeah. you know, after that death, we had a lot of information that if the medical team were swift enough and they had the good medical facilities,
he wouldn't have died.
Yeah. So the medical team of the Super Eagles, whatever the NFF is doing, should know that the medical team is very, very important because anything can happen to a player in the pitch. Don't go into the pitch with pure water.
That happened to Okoraji was exactly what happened to Patrice Muamba.
Yes.
They resuscitated in the stadium before they took him to the hospital.
Exactly.
But in Nigeria, they will come with bottled water.
That is the point. See, I have been saying this thing for a very long time. The challenges we are having in Nigeria is administrative challenge. Are you getting my point? Because now, if you talk about this is what has been happening for a very long time. It's still happening now. Now, if the right person is in charge of our football, the right person knows exactly where that whenever you are playing, even academic games in Lagos and Abuja, you know that they are supposed to be medical.
Yes.
In fact, even in Nigeria here now, as I'm talking to you now, you can count the ambulances that we have in some hospitals. They might not be up to 5 or 10, but if they want to start campaign now to get the elected again, you see more than 100 buses. New buses that they will buy. So that means they have the money to buy those buses. But they cannot buy buses to turn to ambulance to help human life. In Nigeria, yes, where you have accident that it will take more than 1 hour. People will be snapping, doing videos with on the accident scene, and then there's no first aid bus. Okay, now, look at now. Nigeria not going to the World Cup. See now. Nigeria not going to the World Cup. They said Nigeria wrote petition to FIFA, but I can confirm to you now, one journalist came out secretly to say that the petition letter, when you want to file in the petition, there's an amount of money that goes with it. The amount of money that goes with that petition case that you're supposed to use to submit that case, which is about $1,200, Nigeria did not pay that money.
So they want to go back.
And they are expecting FIFA to tell you that that is even our case. That means our case now is not even in it's not being treated at all. So that is why FIFA just they look us say, see this mumu useless people waiting at the imagine no NFM, nobody can use this even with so personal money to pay for the case money. If you go to a police station now or a court now to submit something, at least after filing case, there's a certain amount of money that you pay to file in that case. So now the whole government, the whole country filing a case to go to World Cup, to appeal, you did not pay. You could not pay the money. 1,000 over almost. That is about 1.something million, and you could not pay the money. And you sit down, you are calling, you are waiting for FIFA to give you a response for a case that have not been filed in already.
They want to do it too shortcut.
So why would they carry bottled water to go and treat somebody? And you expect that? That's why Osimhen and people like that will not even want to come for friendly. That is why if you see friendly man, Osimhen go. Osimhen they carry that hand now.
I want to correct you on one impression. You said we don't have ambulance. We have Sienna ambulance.
We have Sienna.
I used to see it.
Yeah.
Albert, they're still on the match that we played. I saw some new introduction into that team, though they really, really play well. But somebody like Dele Bashiru really tried. So what's your take about him?
Yes, Bashiru came in the second half, right? Yeah. Igor Ogbu was in the picture, and that Waiwu guy too came in.
Frank Onyeka came in the second half for Lukman. UK came in for Akko Adams. Dele Bashiru for Moses Simon and Paul Onachu for Chukwueze.
There are no new boys there. It's just that few of them are fringe. But the Igor Ogbu that started the game in the absence of Chukwueze, he played. Though we've watched him once or twice in the AFCON, he has prospect. We've been following him in his club side. He has prospect. But all I was saying is that, and all I really hope that Eric Chell was supposed to do is to keep these first team players, because if they go back, the Semi Ajayi, the Chukwueze, all of them, when they go back to their club, they see their first team players. You would have allowed these new boys to play, so that you're able to have options when anything happened to first team player. You know who to feed in and all of that. So that was where I just have a little bit of difference. But all of them, they really tried in the game. But it is a friendly game. I know they are not going to put all their energy, but it's a nice one. They still win 2-1 just to keep Eric Chell record going.
Chima, there's this new boy. Is it Euro or something? Euro. So he did not play.
So no, there are a whole lot of players that were on the bench. So no. We still have another game on Tuesday. So we are hoping that maybe some of these guys will even start. You understand, by next game. So probably that. But in this game, I saw Paul Onuachu. At least he tried when he came in. He did well. But in the absence of Osimhen, I feel like we still lack. If we have to judge by this game, but we are not judging by this game. But Akko Adams, even though he scored, but he missed a sitter, and I've not still really seen that kind of point man for him. But then again, at least let's watch and see the next game and see how they will play.
Anyway, to me, Nigeria really didn't really play well. I think maybe in the next match they will play well, maybe because of the team they played with. Hopefully, we are hoping to see them on Tuesday